And welcome back to Dodgy's Garage. I'm sweating like a pig. Some more work on the V-dub. I've got an oil change and something else to do. But in the meantime, I've got some stockies for the front. I'm gonna get rid of, it's so hard to steer. It's like, yeah, I don't know if the steering box is heavy because of those tyres, because they're so old. They're cracked, they're perished, they're shit, but I only use them because I only go to shows. So I picked up some stockies, absolute stockies. Needs a bit of a clean, but I'm going to throw these on and see how it steers, if it's a little bit better. It's a bit hard at the moment because everything's wet, it's been raining. But I'm going to throw the stockies on and see if it makes a difference. The front struts or shocks in these are dead. They're solid. They're as hard as. I mean, I can push this down. Literally, they don't move. It is as rough as guts, so those shocks have got to go. But I've got a new front end to put in as well, so that might cure it. I think it's an earlier front end, so I might not need shocks. No, I think they still have shocks. But these shocks are dead. They're as hard as. So it doesn't help when it's bouncing around on the road when I'm trying to drive. But I figure, steering-wise, and just to change the aesthetic up a bit, I'm going to whack these on and see what they look like. I got a forklift. Let's have a go. And they're on. Look a little bit small in profile, but maybe not. Yeah. Maybe I should put those in the back, because they're 31, so get rid of them. Put the little ones on the back instead. Don't know. Don't know. This one's got to be cleaned up a bit, but more standard beetle, of course, but bigs and littles. I don't know. I don't know. So if I put the little ones, the fronts on the back, it's going to drop it down a fair bit as well. At the moment, I need as much height because I've got to change the oil. I know, I suppose I'll have to go for a drive and see how she feels in the steering box, whether it's grabbing or if it's free. Because they are perished to the knackery. They're hard as. They get no kilometres really. They're only on 20 psi, 30? 30. 20, 30? I can't remember now. I think it was 30. So they'll soak up a bit of the bumps. They're not full up, but close enough. But yeah. Alright, let's go for a drive. Well, it turns better. The steering is a lot lighter now. I've got water coming off those rear wheels at me. Yeah, a lot lighter, a lot easier to control, but still it's not like my hands off the wheel, I'm still turning. It's not centering. So I don't know there. See, turn that and I'm turning corners. Really, it does pull back a little bit, but not a great deal. But steering is definitely a lot lighter now. It's not bad. So definitely good to have the lighter wheels on the smaller wheels. Those other wheels are doing nothing. But woohoo! Yeah, much more control in the steering. A lot lighter, a lot easier to turn it. Still as hard as. Suspension is hard, but steering is a lot lighter. But yes, you still doesn't reach zero. The Ackerman is right out. Water coming right over the top of the car now. I need guards. Almost raining in here now. Just freaking water being picked up by those rear wheels. All right, well, that's an improvement. It's a lot lighter. Yeah, those tyres are stuffed. Yeah, tell me if I need to change those rear wheels over. Put the little front ones on the rear and see how that falls down. I might do that after I've changed the oil. I've got to go back home and get the oil. It's in the Camry. I've got the van. But yeah, that's way better. Way betterer. Where's the gears? There, a rear view mirror, so I'm lucky. Alright. So yeah, steering is great. Nice and light. But she still won't centre. Maybe it's the steering box, maybe it's just... I mean, it is standard now, so I don't know. What's this? Crush rock. Tell me what you think. Right. Does it look a bit better, or does it look more stock? I mean, I do like these white walls on the standard rims. They're 15s, I found out. So standard, they're 15. Don't know if these are 15s or not. No, these are 14s. 205 70 14s. So they're 14s, and standards are 15s. Where the hell do those come from? Don't know. I think, where's this one? They're 15s. 31 by 10.5 by 15. 15 light truck. So they're 15s and they're 14s. Because they're a 205 70 14. Okay, well now they're 15, so they're a lot better. Strange. They look exactly the same. Anyway, that'll probably... Alright, do an oil change and then we'll see how we go. Alright, we're back. A bit later, and we're doing an oil change because I went and got all my oil and... What's the names? Oh, is that on? There we go. Better. Do an oil change. Maybe even do the, what do you call them? Rockers. Because I've got a set of, well, where did I put those now? What's the names? But the ones I've got, feeler gauges, the ones I've got are in metric. Because damned if I can find my imperial ones, which is a nice big one. I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, no idea. So we're going to... Oh no. Found it. It's been here the whole time. We've been looking for that. Alright, found my feeler gauges. Let's sort that out. So I was looking at home for them. And of course, they weren't at home because they were here. Alright. So I've undone the, because there's no oil filters on these Beetles. They've got a mesh guard inside, and that's it. Just keeps the big particles out. It doesn't actually filter the oil. So you've got to filter the oil quite, change your oil quite often because it gets nasty. I've never done it on this engine. I don't know how long this engine's been hanging around. I had it in my other house for years, so I figured, and it looks pretty manky. So I figured change the oil. So I've undone the little cap. I think it's 5, 6, 5, 10 mil bolts, and it just comes down, and then you got the cage inside of it. Once that's finished, I'll pull it out and see what the cage is like. But now I've got feeler gauges. I may just do the the rockers. Check them anyway. I YouTubed it, so it says it on YouTube. So it shows me on YouTube, and if that's fine, it looked like it's pretty easy. I'll do that. And then maybe once I've got this thing up in the air, I might take off those big rims, the 31s, and put the little ones on. The little ones, the little chunky buggers. See what it makes the car look like. Obviously drop that to arse end down a fair bit. But we'll see. Anyway, let's do this oil. Okay, so I pulled the top of it out and got the strainer out. So that's the strainer. Literally, it is a strainer. And I've kind of dented it trying to get it out. Very, very, very thin. Very thin material. Now I could probably flatten that back again. Because it is... There you go, look at that. So much straight again. But that is slightly out of round. and that's not too bad. So she's had its day, basically. Now it's a Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to do any of this to the week, because that is, yeah, she's had it. I mean, I could still use it. I did just blow a half a can of degreaser on it, clean it out. As you can see, it looks fairly clean, but it's deformed, and there's some, I think there's chunks in the bottom there that I couldn't quite get. You can see. So you can get these. These are replaceable. They're a wear item. So I might just get tomorrow. I might leave this, and tomorrow just buy a new one. I mean, after all that trouble I had trying to figure out and straighten out that bloody dizzy retainer clip, and I could have bought one for $10. And so I'll go to the trouble of trying to straighten this thing out and make it usable when I could just go buy a new one, because it is a wear item. You do replace it, so I mean, it's still quite tough. It's like a hollow that goes around through it, but it's dinted there, and yeah, she's kind of mushroomed. You can see just over this side here. Yeah, I don't know. I might find out, and I'll just get a new one, because that's going to be so much easier to change if I just if I just go and get a new one. I don't think this is going to be in the way here. It's kind of forward a bit. I've made a bit of a mess. I mean, all the water from where it's sat out, someone pushed it outside and put it in the rain and just put a cover over the seats, and it fucking filled with water. So this is the water that's drained out of the fucking car while it's sitting here this morning after I brought it back in. Great. So we can't trust anyone else to do shit. Leave your crap alone. Push it outside when it's fucking heavy rain over a weekend. Why? Could have left it. Anyway, that's done. So I might just leave this here and say, screw it, I'll get to it tomorrow. So I should be able to get that from even the Repco or somewhere as well. What is the nearest? Veals. Veals might have one. And I've already got the gaskets. There's two gaskets. One goes underneath that, and then one goes on top of that underneath the plate that holds it up. So I've already got them, I know that. And little washer, and that was one of the reasons I had trouble getting it off. There was a little washer, spring washer, that was stuck up against one of the thingos, so it took ages to get off. Should just have a look at this friggin'. Get off me shoe. Oh, come on. The hole's don't look too bad. I'm going to take this outside and give it a bit of a hose down as well, because that's, yeah, that's making it. Yeah, give us a sec. I'm going to clean this. Alright, cleaned it up. Yeah, it needs a paint job, but I'm not worried about that. The holes seem to be fine. And although it's got a couple of nicks around it, she's been through the wars. But as I said, it still's there, not there. That she looks good. It's a little bit raised. I guess they're all a bit raised actually, when you look at it. But it's a fairly stout piece of steel. Like, what's that? How thick is that? And it's stamped into this shape, so yeah. So that seems right. So I think I'll be fine with that. As I said, it's going to be two gaskets, one between the body and the filter, and then one above the filter against this. What did I say? Above the filter, yeah. One sandwich in between the filter above and below, and then this sandwich against the last one, against the actual bottom of the block. So that's, yeah, that's heavy. That should be fine. All right. I'll have to conclude this another day. I think I've done enough hours on this. But yeah, comment what you think about the wheels. If you like the skinny fronts, helps with the steering, I'll tell you that. Skinny front, or should I take the 31s off the back and put the, I don't know what they are, 195s, 205s, 70s. Put those on the back instead of the 31s. Because if I put this, come here, love my little seat, roll around friggin' everywhere with it. Well, you can definitely see the difference in height. That's the difference in height from a 205 to a 31 inch. Wow, that's going to dump it on its arse. She's going to be low as. But I mean, I'll drop it down and see what it is. I can always just put them back on. But that's ridiculous. Actually, it might end up being a lot higher in the front now because of the 15-inch high tyres, and these oh, these are 70 series, but still, yeah, might be easy to do that. Oh, sure, I just ran out of degreaser. I've got to clean that. Yeah, tell us what you think. Whether I should, really didn't need them. Change those. Oh, geez, you can see the size difference there. Wow. It might be too low. I've got to get somewhere in between because that's too high. 31s are too high. I need a 27, maybe 28 inch. 31 is just too tall, but that's too short. We'll put it on just for shits and giggles anyway. Yeah, this will just have to stay. Oh well. It is what it is. Nothing you can hear. It's raining again now, Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Oh well. Can't help that. Yeah, give us a comment on it with the stuff and the, oops, push my ass up there. Comment stuff about the wheels, about me doing this, about this filter. Just trying to get this thing up and ready and running again so it's serviced. So I don't have to worry about doing anything to it, you know. Like, God forbid we actually have a day that's not raining where I can take to a car show that's nearby, because the other one was cancelled. That's two cancelled within 2 weeks. Well, I suppose within a week. One was on a Sunday, one was on Saturday. Cancelled. Why? Because of the weather. So, and the summer solstice was yesterday? Oh, winter solstice, sorry. Yesterday or today. Shortest day of the year. So, it can only get better. It can only get better. It'd be nice if it actually stopped raining. That'd be better. But, anyway. So yeah, give us a hoy, comment, whatever else, and I'll just make this a nice short video. I'll just do here. And then maybe another short 5-10 minute video next time once I do the oil filter and change the tyres over. Just a couple short ones rather than one big long one. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll do that. So yeah, tell me what you think of the little rims. I know it's only been seconds for you guys, but it's been a couple of hours for me since I've seen it. Starting to grow on me, actually. Starting to grow on me. I do actually like it. Give them a bit of a clean up. Yeah, maybe they have to get smaller. But yeah. Yeah. I'll just clean this one up and see how it goes. Alright, cheers guys. Catch you next time on Dodgy's Garage.